Bro, I reach in for 3. As I'm reaching for 3, she smacks my hand with with all the might that she's like, bah!
Congratulations.
Oh man, thank you so much,
Praise the
man.
Lord.
I don't know.
I'm
She's
not sure if
happy.
he was supposed to let this news.
Sure, I would ask bus drivers, please, can you put this on your bus? These people that are hanging out, it's like, stop it, and I just pass it to them. And I was like,
It was new.
Buy that restaurant.
What's up, guys? Talo for lava, everyone, and welcome back to another episode here at the Cloud Experience, where we get to have a chat or talk with real people about real things that are happening in the world right now, and also get to touch up on real faith. And I'm very excited today to welcome our guest for this episode. He's my friend, and he's also here as an entrepreneur. And I want to welcome Nu. Nu, welcome to the Cloud. It's good to have you today.
It's a pleasure to be here, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Longa ya lofa malonga de angari. Walk with for my that enables us to sit today and chat and hopefully inspire and reach out to our general youth and public.
Maron, how's the wife and kids?
Oh man, wife and kids are good, man. Wife and kid is good. Been praying, hoping for a son. I had 2 beautiful daughters, but
praise the Lord.
And then my wife, she's 5 months now, going on 5 months.
Sorry. Congratulations!
Oh man, thank you so much. Man.
I don't know.
I'm
not sure if he was supposed to let this news.
One of those that just overexcited. So, 2 girls. Been praying for a son. Fingers crossed that this is the.
You haven't.
No. We're gonna keep that until that day.
Yeah. You do that.
Yeah.
Oh, praise the Lord, man.
Yeah, man. Awesome, man.
That's good. Just getting into it with our kids are such a blessing. I know I came here from Kai, but it's they're a gift from God.
Oh man, I believe if there's any measurement of success in this world, it will definitely have to be your kids.
Right.
And your family,
right.
After all this, after all what we do, if we access what motivates us, what encourages us, what gets us up every morning to keep going out there and doing what we do, it's definitely our kids, the future, our family, our wives, our parents. And yeah, man, I feel like that's the biggest blessing of all is being able to have kids, man.
Yeah, man.
And with kids, bro, honestly, I come from a big family. So I kind of wish that I would say
How many siblings do you have?
Oh man, altogether, if I would count, because before my mom even got married, she adopted all her brothers and sisters' kids. So altogether, man, I would say 18.
Wow.
All kids. But then the original kids, there's only 7 of us.
Oh man.
But altogether, if counted, man, I would say 18. And they did not leave until they were in their teenage.
So
the parents was like, oh yeah, might not invite it.
But it's so common in our Pacific culture. Like your mom, they would take in her nieces and nephews, kausi whakasi.
Yeah.
And you see that as well in Samoa. But man, that's
the crazy thing about that story, man. I'm telling you, I can tell it over and over again. My mom was to a point where she thought that having those kids, her brothers and sisters' kids, was enough. And I keep saying to her, Mom, you're so selfish. You could have almost missed out on me. I was like, don't be, dog. I can't believe you were that selfish.
You're the youngest?
No. I'm out of the kids, I am the second oldest. So I'm the second oldest out of the kids. Yeah. Okay. So, but what I was saying is, she literally, I'm telling you, she already never thought of men. Was like, oh, I'm not getting married.
Yep.
And man, I can go into the full story, man. My father approached so many times. My mom decided after her, she raised these kids, and they all went back to her parents, that she was continue to be a missionary for the church.
Wow. And
that's where my dad, they met. So my dad kept coming to her 3, 4, 5 times, and she said no. So she said no, bro. She was like, I'm really just gonna stay single for the rest of life, take care of my kids that I've already raised, and they'll take care of me. That's what she said. And then it wasn't, she went to the president of our church at the time, and he gave her the advice. He said, if it's given by God and God wants you to get married, he'll show up one more time.
Wow.
And I'm like, forever in my life, grateful that, Dad, I'm so grateful that you were persistent, man. That you kept showing up and you showed up one more time. So, that showing up one more time also was definitely what made it happen. And she said yes. And yeah, man, that's where the rest of the 7 siblings came from, man. Yeah.
That's incredible, man. Speaking of your upbringing, you've always you born and raised in Tonga.
Okay. I was raised in the U.S.
In the US.
Yes. I was raised in the U.S. and then came back to Tonga. Came to Tonga. Yeah. And yeah, man, it's 2 different experiences.
Yeah.
2 different upbringings. But like before even going there, I was just grateful enough to have all the time with my grandparents who raised me and kind of molded me to who I am today.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that's another thing that's similar. My grandma, my late grandma, because I'm the eldest of our whangaua,
Yeah.
so she's the one that raised me.
Oh, wow.
Most of the time I'm with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and probably one of the things that I remember with grandma was her prayer life. Oh,
That's amazing.
man. Because every morning, 5 a.m., she religiously gets up to pray.
Wow.
Yeah, and most of the time, makin moe. So I sleep with Nana. Yeah, it's give me fasia ungane ngofo lunga.
Yeah.
Just to do the local and that. But speaking about our grandparents, part of the reason we're here now is because of their prayers.
Oh, 100%.
Other than the lessons that they taught us.
Oh man, wow! If I have a really good memory of my upbringing, man, it was very tough, and they made sure it was tough. Is because they never handed me anything, they never gave me anything, and I thank them for their toughness. Is because now that I sit and I'm doing what I do is because those skills were taught to me at a very young age.
That's right.
Yeah. So and one of them to refer to is, I'll never forget. My grandma always tell me to do a saka.
Yeah.
Bro, she tell me to do a saka, and then she makes sure that I do the biggest ulu of ulu, and with bitches, like make sure it's all nice and made, and then I come and I sit there and it's just like this huge piled up like pyramid of ulu.
Right.
Like it's just so nice, and then I'm like, okay, mom, grandma, what are we eating it with? And bro, those little sausages, those Sienna sausages that you
The Vienna sausages. Oh.
She pulls out one, right? And then hear this. She pulls out one. I pop it open because I'm so hungry. Bro, I reach in for 3. As I'm reaching for 3, she smacks my hand with with all the might that she's like, bah! And I'm pulling my hands back. And I'm like, what? I'm hungry. She was like, look, this is how you're going to eat. You eat 3 ulus, you take 1 bite.
Wow.
Sorry. On the second sausage, I'm already stuffed, man. So, like that kind of upbringing, bro, I'm telling you, it's rare now. Man. It is rare now. I don't even know if I can do that. I can't even, to be honest, with my 2 kids, I can't even do that to them. Yeah. I'm trying my best to teach them toughness, hardship, growing up, and at the same time provide for them what I didn't get to have. But man, I'm telling you, man, our grandparents, they had some other power and mindset and just everything, man. It's just
but you kind of notice that with the generations. So like for our parents, what they didn't get, they try and provide for us. What we didn't get, we try and provide for our children. And then it just keeps going on like that. But I think just like what you said, it's important that we keep those lessons, we keep teaching the next generation and the next generation.
It's huge. Like, I know there's a saying, but I know if it's correct, but I'll say it's because this is the way I take it, the saying goes similar to something that goes, tough time creates strong men. Yeah. Strong men creates easy time. Easy time creates weak men. And that's a cycle that repeats itself. But with my 2 kids, it's way different. I've taken that quote or saying, and then I'm trying to, tough time has created me which I, a strong person,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna create an easy time. I'm gonna try to create as much as tough as I got it, but at the same time, still bless them with, little bit things that I didn't have, so they can feel, and that way, when their time comes, man, they still, are able to thrive and continue on without,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
It's such I mean, it's a different generation that we're dealing with.
Oh man, the
kids.
Z generation right now, what they call it, the Z,
Gen
or
Z
what they
whatever.
call it, the Gen Z.
Yeah. Oh man, just like with our girls,
Yeah.
so we discipline them
Yeah.
every now and then. If I like, starting to get falong ka,
Yeah.
or disobedient, we discipline them. It's hard. It's hard disciplining your kids. At the same time, you're disciplining them.
Yeah.
You're hurting yourself.
Yeah.
Like for our young one, when they make mistakes, we rarely just fakung but fai solo,
Yeah.
and then we discipline them.
Yeah.
And after either I go away or I send them away,
Yeah.
man, I'm
Oh,
hurting.
got it, man. You got it, man.
And I just tell my wife just
Yeah.
get them back,
Yeah.
then bring them back, and then when everything is calm,
Yeah.
and then you talk,
Yeah. Yeah.
you embrace them,
Yeah,
you love
yeah,
them,
yeah.
you hug them, say, "This is why this happened. This is why."
I think that's what parents back then did very well. Man, telling you, my grandpa, man, he would, when he laid hands, and just like my dad, bro, they lay hands. And they lay hands, and even like my uncle that I stayed in at school, when they throw hands, bro, they throw hands. They really throw hands.
Or just like my fingers,
Yeah.
well, something might leave my hand and lay on you.
That's so true. So
Cooking
when they do that, but see, this is like, for example, growing in America, going to school, just general in America, like everybody is, their own opinion, can say what they want to say, free speech, freedom of speech.
That's big though, eh?
It's big there, and there's always this huge case where they put so much watch over the kids. It's as if they don't want them to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then sometimes, I'm not saying to hurt your kids. Discipline is way different.
Yeah.
Hurting is like you putting your anger, and you probably in a different mindset, drinking or whatnot, and you come and you put all your hurt and your pain into that. I'm talking about discipline. Discipline was like, after my father put a smackdown, I would say. Yeah, put a smackdown on me and my brother. And like that smackdown sometimes lead to like the hanger showing up on the line of the face. The hanger, the fushipa with the belt, that metal cowboy.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
The thick one.
Like that hits your back. Man. Those stay there, neck area. And, sometimes it's just because, it goes on. But then when after they sit down, they come to this, they cool down, and then they call you.
Yeah.
And this is what I was always grateful for, was the looking eye to eye. I'm like, I did this because I love you, right? And, in me, I really related with that because it was true. He did love me.
Yeah.
Like if I look about it right now, as I'm growing up, the reason why I didn't go to drug dealing or get shot in the street or whatnot is because of the discipline, man.
Yeah.
So when I go to school, the Palangis teachers are sitting there, and they're like, "Hey, just come, just okay, don't be afraid. Just tell me, your father smacked you, right? He hit you, right? They try to convince you." And I said, "Nah. Do you know who I am? Do you know I'm an islander? You know what's islander? When we fight, we use hangers, we use belts." Now you find that the merry man that disciplined you, you have so much love and respect for him that you're covering up for him. Man. So, some other people might have a different view of that, but for me, that's just my perspective and where I come from and what I,
and in our cultures, we can never get rid of that. Yeah. I mean, to some extent, like people have abused it in a way, but I think for us, for me personally, I can't go without disciplining my kids, my girls.
All right, same, man, same. Trust me, we're in the same boat. You know how it is. Our wives, because they are the motion side of our family, they're the heart of our family, and the kids, they take advantage of that.
Yeah,
because the moms will be like, like or anything. And these kids, like, my wife will talk to my daughters, and then it's like, honey, baby, give me my phone. And my daughter would say, no, no. And then like, give me the phone. Even how serious
Yeah.
and they put the tone, she puts up her finger. She's like, no, no, no.
So-
And I just have to turn around. It's like, give the phone. And she gets up and go and take it
Right.
out.
Right.
But that speaks volume too as well, because a lot of families now are kids that are being raised up by single parents. It's happening overseas a lot,
Yeah.
and it's happening here in Samoa as well. It's happening in the Pacific, where kids are mainly raised by their mom.
Yeah.
But girls, that's fine. But when it comes to like men,
boys.
but just kids in general, man, I believe that the dad has to be there to set some ground rules, to be
Right.
the dad, to be
Yeah.
the father, and be able to discipline them into a way that they know that it's love,
Yeah.
because they're not afraid of you.
Right.
Like if you discipline them, they love you. They tell you they miss you, they can't wait to see you, they're so happy to see you. But if you beat them because it's out of hatred, or it's out of temper,
Right.
and you can't control your temper, that's
Yeah.
way out of line from discipline. And I think that's where kids start to turn on their parents. And kids start to go and like it at other people's homes. They rather live there, stay there.
The aunties and uncles.
Aunties and uncles, man. Yeah.
Yeah. You're so true, because what we've tried to change as well as being parents, like know when to discipline. So if they break the glass, right, the cup, it shouldn't be you correct them.
Yeah.
But for us, it's when fakong fit out, they don't do it, 3-4 times. That's the disobedience. So like that would call for disciplinary action.
Yeah. It's not that way, man. It's definitely not that way. And I can tell you, man, that the kids that are disciplined, especially at this generation, the parents, kudos and hats off to everybody, the parents out there that are
Shout out to all the parents.
The parents out there. I know everybody's on this boat. We were once kids, and our parents used to pull their hair out because of us, and tell us, just wait till that day once you have kids. So that day has come, and as hard as it to like tell them that they were right, but they are right. They were right. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's good to discipline the kids. It's good, especially at this time.
Yeah.
Bro, this generation right now, especially with the availability of social media, bro, everything, man.
Yeah.
Technology, time. It is just mind-blowing, like crazy, just to look around and see what was not popular back then and what young youth couldn't do back then.
Yeah.
It's now becoming the norm.
Yeah.
And then, a lot of people is just like, oh, it's social media. But man, this is a call out to all parents.
Yeah.
It first starts from home.
It
starts from home, man. And I think as a parent too, as well, that is what I'm always reminded of. Like I'm always reminded. See, my daughter right now, she got so addicted to the phone. I just broke the cycle. I said, from now on, I do not want you to touch the phone. And if you do want to touch the phone, it has to be for educational purpose.
Right.
And then she would come to me and right now she doesn't even touch the phone unless she comes to me like, Daddy, can I use the phone?
Yeah.
And I'm watching this, I'm doing some math. And that I would agree to,
Yeah.
know? So yeah, some discipline definitely needed at this generation, man.
And these little ones, they're smart, eh? You lock the phone and they figure out a way to
figure out the way. But and then I just had to, you have to be you find the problem, you find the solution. So every time I said, don't touch the phone, she'll go and touch the babysitter's phone. And then I said, don't touch the phone, she'll go touch my wife's phone.
Oh man.
So she finds a way around. And then I sat her down and I said, look, do you know that your dad knows everything about a phone, which I don't, just to be clear on that. Everything about phone programs, everything. So any phone that you touch at this house or anywhere else is connected to my phone. So the minute you touch it, it tells me that you're touching it. Yeah? Bro, that discipline right there, she's like, okay, I'm not touching any more phones. But yeah, man, it really helps.
Man.
Because now, look, she's been going to school for, I would say, 2 years. She never knew how to do her timetable. She was started to learn but not really read. Just was putting away the phone and spending time. And now I just homeschool her. Bro, she is like, got her timetable on point. She's, she's starting to pick up. And then the most important thing about that as well. So I get to instill
Mm.
myself into her, the things that I know that are qualities and the
Yeah.
skills that schools don't teach,
Right.
which is very important, man.
Yeah.
It is very important. After from experience going to so much school and then uni and whatnot, bro, they don't teach you what you need
Yeah.
to know in reality. Once you start waking up and smelling the coffee, cheers to that, you start to notice that these are the things that you need to teach and pass down to your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's so true. It's like running like looking after your family is like running a business, but harder.
Rah.
Speaking of which, how's the business, bro?
Oh man,
How's things going?
business is great. Like business is great. We had
Mm.
to think of where we started and where I came from and the family that I grew up in
Yeah.
to being able to grow my own family
Right.
and now be an employer that gives opportunity to others.
Others.
Man, it's just mind blowing.
Yeah,
And
man.
all I can say is, like, man, give all praise and glory to God.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, man, without him and without the foundation of him or
Amen.
him being in me
Mm.
and knowing that this is always my beginning and my fall back to at whatever point in my life, I would not be where I am right now.
Amen.
Together with all the smackdown from grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, uncles, to
Yeah.
everybody that's paved the way through showing discipline,
Mm.
and I really appreciate it. But yeah, business is doing good.
It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially after COVID, all that struggle times, and man, I'm telling you, bro, like you're starting when we started. 2018 is when we established the TokoUso Barber Shop in Samoa. And we started very humble, man. Like, no one knew who I was. I didn't know anybody at the time. I didn't even speak Samoan. So it was a lot of barriers, and it was just hard, man. It was a struggle to start a business,
Yeah.
But the key to me is, man, the one thing that I know that I have inside me is the willpower to take action, man.
Mm.
And I think inside of me that was instilled by my grandparents.
Right.
My grandpa's a business person, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First cinema in the whole of Oahu.
Wow.
One of those that you roll.
Yeah.
And then he stands there and then like he hires first a person that does the translation. And he just hires them once. And then he try to Mike out it. And he does the Pepelo one on the next video, and the next video, and the next one.
And he keeps growing up.
Oh, it keeps growing. But like, one of the first person to have the bus vehicle in Oahu.
Wow.
Store, like, man, it's my mom's side is a very business side.
Business side.
And I think because I was fortunate to be raised with my grandpa and grandma a lot of time, that they've in that time taught me so much as a kid that I didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
But then as I grew up, I was like, man, I've always had this in me. Now it's coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was instilled by them.
Wow.
And look at this, the 7 siblings that I have, I'm the only one person that takes up on entrepreneurship.
Wow.
And I thank God that, I've been raised by them because I'm the only one that was raised by them. Like everybody else, they're mom and dad.
Mom and dad.
And mom and dad just, teaches them what they know, teaches which, kudos to mom and dad. Because, we have 5 hours in that house.
Right.
We have, my brother is architect in the house, and even though they go work under other people, which is not bad.
Yeah.
That's what they are programmed to do, and they do so. But yeah, man, to start humbly back in 2008, to go back to that, man, and think about the challenges that we had, man. Like honestly, no one really knows the story of where we started. Me and my wife, we just got married 2017.
Yeah.
Just a short background.
Yeah.
So my wife and I, we met in Fiji in uni.
Yeah. That's where we first met.
That's where we met. Yeah. We're in the same year, and anyways, I come back. The funny thing is, we're all supposed to graduate in 2012. Every one of us, but with me, I configured that one course will be left so I can come back in 2013. And see, everybody wanted to finish fast, but I enjoyed the Fiji life. I didn't know about you guys, but I enjoyed the Fiji life. And to a point where I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave that course for last because I know it's not offered. It'll be offered on the last semester of the following year.
Right.
So I left that one And then the scholarship had no other say but to take me, man. So I was in the last year just taking one course. So I was only doing like what, two lectures, and then like one tutorial a week, and then every other day was like leisure day, bro, kafao day, yeah. So like,
that was pretty smart.
yeah, but like what I did there actually, like did unknowingly that I was going to meet my wife there in Fiji, and I was like, man, you see, if I had just stuck with the course and I finished it 2012, I would never be here. And just on that note, man,
God's plans, God's plans,
yeah, God's plans, man. Just to be on the note, I had never known in this crazy entire world life of anywhere I could have been. I never knew that it would be Samoa where I'd be living.
Wow.
Yeah, man. That is the to me the most mind-blowing thing ever was the fact that I never had intention to live in Samoa.
Yeah.
And I never thought of Samoa as the home that I would be in. And like it's just mind-blowing, bro. Like, and then like when I get married in 2017, right after. Everybody gets their money, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They get their money, all the favelas. So I'm married to a
favela's daughter.
Yeah, at the time he was
shout
a
out to
sailor.
Shalom. Thank you for bringing the brother to Samoa.
Yeah, so man, we have time to dig in a little bit.
All good.
Yes, okay, yeah. So I come. I had been here 2 times. Before we finalized that we were going to get married.
Yeah.
The first 2 times, and then the second time, I had came in. I had spoken to the Father.
Yeah.
Yes, I spoken to the Father. I had prepared this nice Samoan speech. Shout out to one of my friends. You know who you are that helped me out with that speech. I'm not gonna mention you.
Oh man, I'm gonna find out.
Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, he gave me this speech, and then I memorized it. Came down, I sat there, I took the umu. I was the most traditional way. But you remember, my dad's a fafel for years.
Did you take up what, bro?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bro. Roasted it. Not kahod in the umu. I made sure it was Tongan way, bro. Roasted it. Made sure, like, you're driving from let's say, Solo. He can smell it from all the way out. Anyways, it's not a long story short. I get there and I'm talking to him. And, man, I'll never forget what the old man said. He said, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the wonderful words. Yeah. But I'll just be honest with you. In this church, we kind of hope and push our kids to marry within the church. Right. Because I know the old man was worried about, favelaves and, all of that I wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
But what he didn't know, bro, that has been my whole life in Tonga, bro.
Well, look at
that. We're the king of Falafel. Fortunately for the Fafels here, and Methodist Fafel, the Kaiki Fafels, you guys get paid. So, kudos to you guys. You guys get paid. Salute to you guys. Unfortunately for our Fafels back in Tonga, like my father, it was you paid the church. Never got a salary. We've never got a home that was paid by the church. We rented on other homes. So every time we move from a village, we'd be lucky if there's a home that's owned by a church member that's given to the favela to stay in.
Wow.
To save you power. Other from that, bro, it comes from your pocket. If you're going to build a church, you find a way with your church to put in some maumangos, kalo and stuff, and you take it overseas and try to raise money to bring money back and build the church.
Wow.
And so my father never got paid from the church up until he passed away. Never got church, and I that was always with me. So he's looking at me and he's like, "Oh, you're not ready for the Samoan life," and I'm like, try me, man. Anyways, long story short, bro, like we got his approval. We got married in 2017. Then I started traveling. Wow. I started traveling, and then we just got married, and I'm already traveling. I'm like 6 months away, man. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to go work all over the country, barbering in New Zealand, Australia, try to go to America, and work there, come back with that money and build something here in Samoa that's big. That, right when you open up, it's like, boom, it's there. Everybody knows it, branded, everything, man. And then, man, for one reason, there was my brother-in-law was getting married, and I was like, "Are you coming?" And I was like, maybe. Okay, I want to come." So I made it. She picked me up at the airport, and we had to sit down at my night. Shout out to old my night shop, man.
Yeah.
My night
That
restaurant.
was the spot.
Yeah. At 6 a.m. in the morning, they were already
Surely.
open. She picked me up at the airport. Remember those early flight around 5 coming out of New Zealand? So yeah, she picked me up and we went to my night had breakfast. And then I just saw her tears just running down. She was like, "Man, we just got married. We just got married. And you're now just traveling. You know, it doesn't make sense. We have been got to know each other.
Yeah.
We have been spending time with each other. And man, that really got to me. And when we walked out, I looked over my shoulder to the left and I saw a big for rent sign.
The shop that was
shop.
at the back. Yeah.
Big for rent sign. And I was like, you know what, babe? Everything happens for a reason.
Right.
And I think that you give me that shop, you secure that, I'll stay.
Wow.
And that's how it started.
That's how it started. This was
2018.
2018.
2018.
Wow.
So 2018, TokoUso Barber Shop started in the back of my
So that
hand.
was the first shop.
That was
my
the
shop.
first shop, man. And the first shop, man, it was crazy because, you know, it was even crazy when I came to the father, you know, given the fact that, you know, you and I are background in IT,
Yeah.
both studied in USB, and we both have this degree, and then the expectation from the elders become like really high, bro. It's just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I come here and the father's like, "Okay, are you here for good, huh?"
Yeah.
And like, you know, like he's still testing me. I'm still testing the waters with this guy. He's still new, you know, like I'd rather prefer a Samoan guy to get married with my daughter, a out to be specific. But I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And he's like, "Okay, so which government agency or which government
You wanna go work
you're
at?
gonna go work for?" You know, he said, there's the PSC, you know, like
Yeah.
thinking for me to
Yeah.
go and throw in my application. And I was like, sorry, Dad. I'm gonna take a different route. I'm gonna open a barber shop. Sorry.
Whoa. I
I've
could
never
imagine.
heard the biggest no. It was like one of those like, no. Daddy, I get you no. That time when he said that no, I felt, you know, one of those feelings where you just feel like there was an invisible black hole that you could just jump and drop
You
into.
just wanna disappear.
Disappear right into it, bro. Anyways, like, yeah, that got to that. And I told him that I was gonna open up a barbershop. In his mind, it was just like every other small barbershop or barbershop in Samoa.
Yeah.
It's just a mirror on the wall, a chair, and then people coming in and scissors getting a haircut and out and not making anything at all. But little did he understand that is more than to that, you know?
But you know that's so common. I just shout out to USB for our degrees we're not using. But yeah, so in 2019 now, I just wanna give you have your coffee. I left my job. Yeah. And I was jobless for a few months. And my dad, quite similar. He just couldn't understand. He was worried. He was concerned. But this was me transitioning to and being an entrepreneur.
Wow.
In 2019. Wow. So now 5 years later.
Was that always in you? Was that always in you, like to be an entrepreneur?
No, man. No.
Or did it just happen? Like
it just happened. But
it just happened.
Remember at the time, Makiki Online was doing well, but it wasn't commercialized.
Yeah.
So we weren't making any money from it. So by 2019, I was 5 years into my job, and then I had to move out, and because of moving out, that opened the door for me to get into business.
Wow.
Something I never thought about, and I never imagined myself being in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just going back to that. Like, you know, sometimes our parents they don't see the bigger picture.
Oh man,
it's not like it's not their fault.
Yeah.
But it's just that they're going off what they're familiar with. Just like what you said with the barbershop. Like it's probably what the old man saw with other barbershops. Like
bro, when he said barbershop, I've never heard it the most saddest, most disappointed, most heaviest shoulder no that's been given. It was like, no, like, oh my gosh, like,
Yes,
and then like, that. But the thing is, I'm so glad for everything that's been taught that has been carried with me,
Yeah.
like, and that's where I am right now. Like, I say things that I'm gonna do, and I eventually do it. And I always tell like the boys that I work with, like, whatever is it that I say,
Yeah.
if it's gonna come now or come later, it's gonna come, and it always does because I put the effort into it, I put the work into it, And with that being said, like I can relate to what you said before I even came to uni. So I was telling my father, I have this great idea. I wanted to open up a barbershop, and then maybe 2 years down, I already have a few barbershops. Those are going to generate income, and then I collect all the net profits of what I get, and make sure that I invested in something like, at the time, there was only this one car dealer back in Tonga, and he was known. He was the only one, and his prices was ridiculous, bro. Like it was ridiculous, but nobody had no other choice because you rather buy what you see and what you don't see. Yes,
Right.
You are comfortable to see the car, I buy it. So I was thinking to my parents, I was like, I can get into that space. I can start with a barbershop, earn enough money, and then I order a few cars, get it to get here, let people know about the process, start ordering cars and making some income off of it. Yep. And then later down the road, the big plan at this time, before anything ever happened, before even going to uni, my biggest plan was to go into selling homes, like buying homes and reselling them and running some, which is now Airbnb, but I was just thinking rent some homes, like rent some homes, rent some homes at the time. That was always in me, and my wife can vouch for this. When we were dating, before we would like finish uni, all I could talk about was business. She was like, can you talk about love sometime? Can you talk about you and I? Like all you do is like you see this and you're like, oh, this can work in Tonga. This can work here. This can work. And I'm like, and I just had it in me to this. But anyways, I come to my parents and I said, Mom, Dad, like, I'd rather not go to school. I'd rather not go to school. I'd rather just stop. I had this little plan where I want to start small. And man, my dad got so disappointed. Because a lot of people don't know this, which I've always kept it to myself. I don't talk it out. I don't say it a lot, but yeah, just to put it on record, since we made the move from the U.S. to Tonga, I was in Form 2. So Form 2, I don't know how that works yet. Yeah. So I was in Form 2. From Form 2 all the way to year 13. Yeah, I literally always was first in class, and that had allowed me to get free scholarships.
Right.
So because in Tonga you pay school fee, yeah. And I knew the struggle that my parents was. My dad was not getting paid. My mom had to bake pies, and we at a very young age I used to go take her popcorn to the market. Like not Fakawit, but I take it to a seller. Oh, and then that seller sells it at the market, and then she gets a little cut off of what my mom. So, like I'm saying, mom comes from a business family, and even at tough times, she, shout out to mom, man. Yeah, shout out to mom. Like man, you are everything why I am here today, and it's nothing short but great of what teaching, everything you taught. And anyways, yeah, man, mom will keep us on our toes because dad was just preaching and going on about. And yeah, it's from those experience because the hardship was there. I'm talking about hardship, man. Like there's literally times where me and my siblings we would sit around the table because that's my dad's rule. Whatever we have on the table, everybody's on the table.
Wow.
If we're eating on the floor, we're all eating on the floor. Like eating time is a one time. That's the one time that we get to laugh, talk. And like, man, there's time literally on the table, man, and any of my siblings can vouch for this, man.
Yeah.
It would just be some hot tea and a plate of cassava. Or some other time it would be some sweet potatoes or something like that, but with some tea or Milo or something that's very simple, or even wingalo, at the time. And, with happiness and joy, but you just enjoy that.
Yeah.
So with those tough time upbringing and stuff like that, man, I feel like my heart and my vision and my mind started to grow and be like, okay, I'm never going to take less. And I can kid you not, when I talked about being first in class, I wasn't the smartest. I would sit there around the table and I would know everybody's strength, and they're way smarter than me.
Yeah.
But you know how they say, man, hard work out works it. Bro, I would work when they're sleeping. I'm studying. You know, when they're playing rugby or whatnot, I'm
Just
studying behind the scene. And every time it comes to calling out the classes, I always get it. So for my whole journey of Form 2 all the way to uni, I have been blessed by God to go all through scholarships.
scholarships. Wow.
Scholarships. And
Praise the Lord.
you know, like my dad did not want to take that. How are you gonna be blessed in school and now you want to go do this? Something that is uncertain, something that you don't even know what's going to work.
Yeah.
So you know, just to respect their wishes, I was like, okay, I'll go. And that's why I took the scholarship. Come to Fiji, man.
Wow.
So when I came to Fiji,
But you were gonna do your business before.
yeah,
the scholarship
before
with
school,
Fiji.
man. I was so before I came to Fiji, I already finished I think I would say level 4, level 5 IT certificates.
Oh.
I did an AA degree, a same thing as well, associate degree. And yeah, man, I was already thinking to myself, that's enough. I already have enough to just put on my shoulder and just go out and make some, you know?
Yeah.
And I have these wild ideas of what I want to do. So I wanted to establish it before I even go to uni. When I told them that dream, they crushed it. But I kid you not. There's this one barber. Everybody knows this in Tonga. There's one barber for like 4 or 5 villages.
Wow.
And at that barber,
That's-
everybody will come to his house and cut his hair.
It's good money.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
there's no money. It's
Yeah.
all because of pride. Because when those people at the village go to town, they're like, oh, what village is he from? Oh, it's that barber that cut his hair.
Ah.
And that barber that cut his hair. So I was the barber, and I used to cut a lot of boys in the villages. Yeah. And man, shout out to that, man. Starting to be a barber in 2001. I didn't start a barber shop until 2015
15.
in Tonga. For 15 years. For 15 years, cutting from 2001 to 2015, that's the first time I charged something for a haircut for 10 ta'ala. I mean, 10 banga. I still have that 10 banga, bro. So anyways, you know, like I tell them to go in there, like, no, go to school, finish school, come back. But this is look at this. This is one other bomb that he would cut my hair, I would cut his hair. I had told him about this idea that I had for barbershop. And then we'll go into like car rental, and then we'll go into like real estate. That was my idea of it. I want to just go from here to here. That's my plan. Looking big, reaching out to the shores, trying to do what it is. And he was like, it'll never work. It'll never work.
Yeah.
Tell me why. When I came back from uni in 2000, one of the breaks in 2011. 2011. Oh, one of the breaks. No, 2010. Okay, you started 2010. Yeah, we all started at 2010. I came back on the end of 2010. He was the first barber to open a barbershop in Tonga.
So
When I came back after 2 years after, he had a car rental. Tell you, I came after school, he was having properties. I was like, oh, this is the guy that told me that it wasn't gonna work. Tell you, he literally took everything that I used to just be like blubbering about, but I just say it. And then I'm like, so passionate about it. You know, I talk about how it's going to work. And my parents don't believe it. You know, I used to like vent to him. And he's like, yes, it work. And I was like, oh, yes. Tell me why. This guy was being successful over something that I've actually told him. When I came back, I told my parents, you see that guy there? You see
exactly what you were talking about.
Exactly what I was telling you guys, but you guys didn't believe me. It was a little hard moving. But coming back, putting on your ear and putting on your ta'avala and working for the highest office in Tonga, the Prime Minister's office, that was my father's pride. That was like the highest point that you can get to in Tonga is go and come and work one of the offices in Tonga. But especially to be the main office over all, you know?
Yeah.
Suddenly, trumping other offices in Tonga, it was like, oh yeah, that's my son. That's my son there. That guy there, he's the IT for the... So, you know, that's my father's pride. When, later down the road, when they had to change to democracy, which I didn't agree with, I saw a lot of things that was going to affect the economy of Tonga, especially as well as the whole being. So I didn't agree with it. I said, okay, I'm going to resign. I'm gonna resign. I'm gonna just push through and follow what I wanted to do.
Mm.
Yeah. So I tell my dad again, and bro, he's pissed. My mom, she's like, whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
got you. So
Oh,
then
fine.
we went the same day after I resigned. I had no money. I was broke. Was living off a loan because that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Once you go to school, you come to work, they feed you with this salary, and you're like, oh yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm paying something. I'm building something. I'm doing something, and then they put you in a corner until you loan, and that's
Yeah.
your trap for life, because you're then gonna top up, and then another top up, and then
Yeah.
another top up. Next thing you know, top up is above your head, and you cannot
You're
even
struggling
move because
to-
you're
yeah.
struggling. You're struggling, Goose.
Yeah, man.
You're struggling.
That's the work life aim. When I left the workforce, I had a loan, and I got into business. I was able to pay it off within a year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Similar
Yes.
story. Similar
Yeah.
story. Man, everybody that knows me, you're watching this, you understand. I did a loan when I was in the government, in the premises office in Tongan. I did a huge loan, man. Huge loan. Part of it was pay off all my siblings' debts.
Yeah.
Whatever loans they had, I felt that was my responsibility to help out and to clear something for them, and then help out to build my parents' home. Did everything, and then I was stuck with the payment. I was working in government, and man, there are people that can vouch for this. I'm telling you, every 2 weeks, I would get paid 35 tala, 35 bucks.
That was what's left,
That's what's left.
man.
After all deductions, that was what left. I sat there one day in my room. Being in IT, I had my own room. I was the only IT. And, I was the head IT for the premises office. I had my own room.
Right.
I was just, I would have to come in early. I had to come on time. I had to leave on time. Everything depended on me, network, everything for it to be running, watching all our servers and all that. And it was all dependency on me. I couldn't just leave. I feel stuck in there. I'm stuck to something that I don't love.
Yeah,
And at the same time, that's taking so much away from me.
that's right.
My time, my energy. And then at the same time, no money.
Yeah,
So I would literally go to the CEO at the time, or the acting CEO. Shout out to Piloto, man. Piloto Paulo, thank you so much, man. And also Parama for all the love, support. And it ain't not local, And it's struggling, man. Like $35, you can't even pay your bus fare for the week for $35, bro. So with that $35, I have to find a way to still provide for my parents.
Right.
Because remember, this is the first graduate from uni.
yeah,
It's our son. And everybody looks up to him. Now he provides for the family. Dad doesn't get paid. Mom still bakes pie. And so they get into that. I was delivering mom's pie and everything she does before I even went to uni. And before I even went to the prime minister's office. Even at the prime minister's office, shout out to everybody that I used to buggy with my mom's pie. You got so tired of seeing it every breakfast. And then my mom's, what you call it, luau. Oh, I would pop up with a cooler. Man, I'm proud of that, man.
a salad at the office.
I'm proud of that. Mom, whatever you can do, whatever you need, I'll go sell it for you.
Wow.
So I'll take that cooler with me, proud, bro. Just walk in there, grab a phone, because we were connected with communication. We're connected with PSC. We're almost at the same area. And I just, call everybody. And even to the point where it's like, you can eat now and pay later. I think, you got cut off for your eat now, and I'll see you when you get paid.
But just to make sure you sell it.
Make sure and then I sell it out and always make sure that mom gets hers, And with that being said, bro, like $35 is peanuts. I would go to the CEO and I was like, anything. I know that I'm in IT, but if human resource or if accounts are having overtime, can I just join? I need the support.
Yeah.
And they'll allow me. So I will be sitting in there doing budget with accounts that I know nothing about, But I'm there because I'm committed. I need my family to live. I need my family to pay for the electricity. The one Samoa that we live week after week, it has to be there on the table,
Yeah.
So I'm here and I'm hustling and I'm grinding. And then like, even to the point where there's shortage with drivers. Here goes the IT and driving. We have delegates that comes from overseas. They come from all over. I'm the liaison officer, bro. I can do this. I'm the liaison officer. I'm the driver. Even there's this one building that's called Fanelua. Whanelua is the main building that all big meetings in Tonga happen at. And it's under the watch of the Prime Minister's office. Yeah. There's jobs like Morval that they used to give out to the public. I literally begged the CEO that I will check up the Morval every month just so I can get that money.
Man.
You know, I take that Morval. I'll even when I saw the cleaners shooting overtime shooting the Sima to clean up all that dirt in there, bro, I'll ask him to put me on that. So that way, there's this guy, he was in accounts, his name is Siu, registry as well. He would give out small loans. So I would loan from him every week so my family can live. That way, for the end of the month, I would be able to get the overtime money and repay him back.
Wow.
Because 35 wasn't taking me anywhere.
Of course not, man.
So, you know, when you're deep in the water, so deep like that, bro, and you're hustling because you want your family to continue to breathe above the water.
Yeah.
Bro, it leaves you no choice but to make hard decisions.
That's right.
And you know, like I've always been telling him, and it's hard because my dad's like, stay. You know, my mom's like, oh man, trying to listen to my dad, listen to him.
Yeah.
And it just came to that point where I'm done.
Man, I don't think I've ever heard this because I've heard of people hustling outside, you know,
Yeah.
like doing this business and this. But you were hustling inside a job.
Bro, I'm hustling to live, bro. And here I am, you know, walking up with pride, shoulders up, head up high, walking with my towel every morning. But those people that I see are only seeing the external me. The interior me is tearing apart, bro.
Man.
The reason why it's tearing apart, the loan is taking the majority of my pay. I mean, all of it.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I must complete my duties at work. At the same time, I must provide for my family.
Right.
Yeah. And it's very difficult to a point where he puts you into a corner. And I tell you, man, that dog in you comes out, man. That dog in you comes. It's hungry. You know, it's hungry. It's searching. It's looking for areas. And then that's why I just, I decided to resign. And then the first thing I did was like, and my mom was like, okay, I'll support you. What do you need to do? And I said, Mom, let's just get into the van and let's just drive. We're going to find a place.
Yeah.
So we went literally around the whole town area, knocking on places to get a barbershop, and nobody wanted to accept. You know, they either looked for other shops because barbershops wasn't a thing back then. Really, it was this one guy, a few guys, I would say maybe 3 or 4 guys were the top guys at the time, and they had their own shop. And me and my mom just we're just going around with hope, bro. Hope and, God's provision, bro. Like, that's what it was. Amen. Prayer, definitely, man. My mom's a prayer warrior. Prayer warriors, bro. And she was like, I have faith, and we're going to go get it. Bro, we went around the whole day, town area, nothing.
Wow.
Nothing in town area. As we're about to come home, and we're just about to like, man, nothing's happening today. And my mom turns around and sees at this 3-corner, it's like an intersection that's very busy. Yeah?
Yeah.
You see the 3-corner coming from SMI.
Yeah.
That main one of the 3. You see how busy that intersection is? And then when cars queue, my mom was like, that's the shop.
Wow.
I turned around, I see this little empty, oh man, I still have a photo of it. It is like the most ghettoest, most unlucky, most ugliest shop you would ever see.
Send it to me and I'll put it up on...
Yeah, bro, I'll send it to you, bro. Like, it was the most unlucky shop at the time.
Oh.
But, when you have been through the hardship, you see your vision becomes very different. You see what others can't see.
Yeah.
And you can see the transformation that you can bring to it.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we go over there and hear me out, man. The old man was so shocked that someone wanted to take that shot. He's very old. His name is Dileka. Dileka, at the time, he was about like 70-something, 80-something. He gave me that shot for $50 a month.
Wow.
Bro, that was a breakthrough. But kid you not, I didn't have the money with clippers. I didn't have the chairs. I didn't have anything.
You can't even pay for it. You got 35. I can make you 35.
I'm already looking. So that comes to my point. A lot of people, you wait for the perfect timing. For example, you want to be a photographer, but you're waiting for the perfect equipments.
Right.
You want to be something. You want a taxi. But you're waiting for money for the perfect car.
Right.
But you don't use the resource that you already have.
Start.
You just gotta stop. That's what it is. It's taking action and just stop procrastinating, man.
Yeah.
Just do it. See, this vision, what is it start? We had $0.
Right.
We had $0, but we had a vision. We were determined it's going to happen.
Yeah.
When this guy gave us this shop for $50. I looked at my mom, we were just in tears. Just hugging her, and I was like, Mom, we did it. And then my mom was like, what is it that you need? Yeah. A week before that, my brother had just been blessed to be a Faifeau. So he's now taking up my father. So he's older than me. He just been, how would you say it?
Ordained?
Yeah, ordained as a Faifeau. And there's this one special ta'awala that costs heaps in Tonga. It's like an E that you wear. And it would be...
Is it like for special ceremony?
It's only for special servants, man.
Right.
And he had that. And he had already left back to where he was going to serve with his wife. And then I was like, wow, man, I don't know how we're going to do this. And then the first thing she said, you remember your brother's ta'awala? Yeah? And I was like, yeah, I remember. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, good word.
Yeah. She was like, oh, you remember your brother's ta'awala? And I said, yeah. She's like, give him a call. Just tell him. Just tell him why you need it. Call him up. Tell him, I want to start a shop. I don't have any money. And he's willing to give it to me. He sends it on the next ship.
Wow. Man. You know, that's very encouraging, because sometimes we think we can do things on our own, but without the support of our family and our loved ones, especially in times of need. And so praise God for that. Yeah, man, that's...
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
He says over his ta'awala, the market value of the ta'awala is around 3,500.
Wow.
But being so desperate and wanting to start right away, me and my mom, I think we sold it for around like 1,500 at the market. It's like you go there, you have no choice, because those people know the value of it.
Right.
And if you want money right away, they give it to you. Yeah. At that time, the barbering industry in Tonga was not based. There was barely any shop with any names at the time. At the same time, in Tonga, no one really put effort into making it clean, making it feel like home. You know, and it only takes us a little bit of paint. You know, It doesn't take much, man. It doesn't take much. So I get this 1,200 or 500. I'm not really sure. And then we find on the market 2 barber chairs that came from NZ. And then I made a deal with them that I'll pay half, and then I'll pay, pay for it.
Yep.
And then, we got some paint, white, painted the place. We got this nice barber looking carpet. We got some secondhand tools, and then come opening, it looks so nice to where it was and to what we changed it to.
Wow.
It was like, bro, this unbelievable. And keep in mind, nobody has a shop in the area. Nobody at this time has a shop in Gua area or anywhere other from town. This is the first shop after I think 3 main barbers. The first one that I told you.
Yeah.
Then the second guy came in, and the third guy, and then I was like the 4th guy to come in.
Wow.
I was the very first one to decorate a shop and put a name on it. And the name of my shop in Tonga was called TokoUso Barber Shop. 2015, established in 2015.
Right.
I started that shop, cleaned it up, had it nice. And my first client was a Faifeau. After 15 years of putting in the work, this is the first time
you
I got paid.
Wow.
And I can say this, I can say this, and a lot can relate. Barbers nowadays they're very, very fortunate, because they have access to YouTube, social media, and everything is there, tutorials, and everybody puts up lives and everything they can learn off. Barbers of my day, we learn from trials and error, bro.
Yeah.
I would mess up your hair today, but then I'll see you and I'll feel bad, and I'll try to see what I can do with my clippers and my comb that can take out that line that I messed up. Yeah. Anyways, and then YouTube. If I wanted to download like a YouTube video, one of the old ones back then, If I wanted a video done, I would start downloading on Wednesday so it could be done on Monday the following week.
Wow.
That's how slow internet was. So, just in general,
Oh,
like
I
just
remember.
speaking, bro, take 3 to 4 days for you to download a video, so everything was trial and error. 15 years into the game, finally get paid first time. And bro, it was slow. The first 3 months was a struggle, bro. Just building clients, being consistent,
Yeah.
taking some photos, making little videos. And that's how I made my name back from the Tonga. There's this barbers New Zealand and Australia. Something like that. Barbers Australia and New Zealand. And I got added to it. And sorry.
Hold on. Just, let me grab you the tissue. What I enjoy about your story, because very often when you hear people when they're desperate, they do things that they're not supposed to do, and some of them have ended up in jail
Yeah.
because the pressure from family, pressure from everything that's happening, and then you have a loan on top of that. And
Yeah.
you take things that are not yours.
Yeah.
And then so what I want to highlight is that the way or the option that you took,
Yeah.
like getting into other things that you can be used for in the work, and just getting the money that you need.
Yeah.
That's an option that not many people look at when they're desperate. But yeah. So
I appreciate that, man. I think it definitely comes from the upbringing.
yeah,
If your upbringing and uprooted the right way, there is no bad options that you would take. And even though it's available to take, it is the easier way to take, but you always try to do what's right.
yeah,
You always try to do what's right because, after all, you're carrying your family's reputation as well.
yeah,
The worst thing about it is your father's a fail. I mean, that's not worse, but like the worst thing is if I do something and I go to jail, and then the reputation of my father, bro, just
man. Yeah.
So but I do understand why people touch that because they feel like there's no other way.
Yeah.
But man, I'm here as a testimony, bro, just to tell
Exactly.
you, bro,
Exactly, man.
there's so many ways. And my encouragement would be open your eyes, open your ears, and look at your surrounding. Find the problem.
Yeah.
Find the problem. And possibly find a solution. You can make money.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So transitioning from now that you've got your shop open, with the help of your mom and your brother, did you leave the workforce immediately or?
Oh, at that time I was done from work. I resigned. I already resigned, and when me and my mom was looking for the shop, this was like desperation, man. Looking, it's like do or die, find a shop, get it running, and I can recall, man, the many times when fellow employees will drive by my shop, and I'm standing there sometimes without no customers. And some of them will reach into their pocket and throw $20, $10.
Yeah.
And then like me with my pride, man, I just run and grab those $10. I throw it back inside the car.
Yeah.
I throw it back inside the car, even though I needed it.
Yeah.
But I wanted them to know that, sometimes to get somewhere, you have to start from the bottom.
Right.
Sometimes, even though things don't look as glamorous as it is, but there's always a starting in the beginning.
Yeah.
You plant a seed, and bro, that seed might not grow right away, but it'll find its way to grow.
Definitely.
And when it does,
you
definitely learn from your trial and errors, just as I learned as a barber. And being very passionate about it, it took me to that level.
Yeah.
And one of the fine memories was my loan. I had a guarantor for my loan. And but the first 3 months when I was struggling in business, I did not pay my loan. So she literally came down to the barbershop, and we had a very heart-to-heart conversation. At the time, she was struggling to pay her babysitter. At the time, she was just struggling with her husband.
Yeah.
And financially struggled, and this will just be a burden that they're gonna take it out from her pay.
Yeah.
And I remember, I turned around to her and I said to her, with all the plans and all the ideas that you want me to do, and she wanted me to give her the money,
Yeah.
they'll deduct from her and I'll give her the money in place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like if I can't pay the loan direct, let them deduct it from her
her,
pay,
and
but
then
I
you
reverse her.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I said, with all the plans that you come in, it's all great. But for the time that we've worked together, the person that you know that I am, I'm asking you just to trust me. And I promise you, this will be the last time that the bank will call you.
Right.
And I made sure of that. Like I said, once I put my word and I say my word is my word. And I want my word to mean something.
Right.
That's where value is
Yeah.
like your name, your word, what you say,
Exactly.
you do it.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, what's the use of saying it? Yeah. And here I told her this the last time. And I knew she was walking away concerned and in disbelief, like, oh, he's gonna do it
Yeah, of course,
again.
there's no certainty.
Yeah, there's no certainty. She's in the shop. It looks nice, but there's no customers.
Right.
Yeah, those customers at all, and they're like, this is where consistent comes in play. Every morning at 7:30, I was at my shop. I made sure I cleaned it because I knew there are people that are early birds that I tried to get to work, but they want a little fresh cut. Then I bumped up the time. Okay, since it's not working, I said I'll be there at 7. So around 6:30, I'm already walking to the shop, man. Because where my dad was at 5 hours is just like a walk away.
Right.
Yeah. So I would say about 100, 150 meters away from where we're at. So easy walk. I walk over there every morning, clean up my shop, detail it, make sure it's nice. That's where I fell in love with making sure everything is perfected.
Yeah.
At the time, I had a uniform at the back. That was the first time you ever saw a uniform in the whole of Tonga in the barbershop.
In the barber shop.
The name had came up, a sign that was been hand printed, like a painted. TokoUso Barber Shop. It looked really nice with the guy with the big old mustache. Put that up. Yeah, I had the clippers there. And then I was cutting it. I just stuck to this. 100% when I started, I knew there was so much to learn. Because I've been away from school. I've been away from school for so long that I didn't perfect my craft in cutting. Right. But I was still eager to learn.
Still a lot of room to grow. Wow.
Yeah, so much room to grow. Anyways, but my consistency beat every other barber.
That was the difference.
That was the difference. I was the first one in Tonga to open up even at night.
Wow.
So get this. I would be at the barbershop at 7. And even towards the weekend, which is my busy days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I would leave sometimes to home. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning.
People still coming to cut.
Get this. There was only 4 barbers. Those barbers, they close at 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. I am the one that they line up to. I literally take videos, man. If I can get back to the page and I pull those out, you will see about like 20 to 30 cars lined up to come get a cut. And on Fridays, Thursdays, my dad will have to call me because in Tonga, when it hits 12, everything is closed. You have to close everything because it's against the law. Bro, I had this big old blue curtain. I'll never forget it. Once it hit 12, that's closed. I have about 10 customers waiting. Inside. And I was like, if you guys have the patience and you guys have the willingness to look good tomorrow, you can sleep there. I'll wake you up when it's your turn.
Wow.
Bro, that's how determined I was because I have a loan to pay, man. And I'm hungry because my parents are dependent on me. The fi'aus, the falabilaves, everything is dependent on the barbershop. And this is only our source of income. So there is no way to give up. So 7 in the morning, sometimes I'll leave. I'll be lucky if I leave at 10. Some nights I'll leave, it's like 12, midnight, or it's either 2 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
Bro, I made it a routine, even if I'm so tired and I cut so many hair. For all these lazy barbers out there that will cut at 5 and then you leave the shop with all the hair around your chair, leaving it for the next day. I'm telling you, man, you haven't seen nothing yet, bro. I get so weak in the knees and legs, pain from standing at 7 a.m. to 12 to 2 a.m. in the morning. But I sit down, shake it off, count my money, and then tally everything up. And after that, I make sure I pat down my shop. Bro, I pat it down. I literally pat it down. You can ask any barber that works with me, man. I am, bro, a clean to the clean when I was in the shop. And
before leaving
the
shop.
Yes. I clean it up, make sure it's spot clean. After that, like mop it up.
Yeah.
Put my I have this thing, OCD they call it, yeah? If you have something, it just has to be organized in a certain way, yeah? So I line up and it has to be that way. I line them up, I get them ready, my trimmers, I clean them up, I oil them, and then I'm off home. Wow. The first thing I go get the money, I give it to my mom.
Wow.
This loan that I take, it would had got me stuck in government for about 20 to 25 years for it to be paid
Just
off.
to pay it off, man.
With this entrepreneurship journey that I started with my mom, paying rent at $50 a month and making, man, substantial, just crazy money off of $10 a cut.
Wow.
Listen to this. Every day, I will try to make sure that I cut about 20 to 20 plus hair. My record right now as a haircut, I still remember it. It's like 54 cuts
In a day.
in a day. 54 cuts, or even if I'm not remembering.
And this was just you.
That's just me. So I
crazy,
could
bro.
literally make 540 in one night.
In one night.
In one day. So like imagine the amount of profit that I was making because I was only paying $50.
Right.
And my electricity, because in Tonga you don't have to use aircon. The air is cool. So you just use a fan. My electricity is $7 a month. $7 a month, $50 a month for the rent, and the water was free.
Sure.
And then every money that I was making, I was packing it up. And then I'll just give it to my mom. So my repayment at the time, let's say, for example, my repayment was supposed to be from 1,000 something, 1,500 in 2 weeks. I made sure that every month we inject about 10K, 12K.
For the repayment.
For the repayment. Wow. And that's the money that I was making for one barbershop in Tonga, bro. I got so busy to the point that I got, in this small shop, I got another barber. I got him tools. And then I started to see the trend. Okay, this helps him. It helps me. Then I got another barber. Then I had 4 barbers. We were all in this stuff space. And then we have these people. It's so stuffy in there. So I got more fans. Bro, people blowing everybody's feeling cool. You're sweating, you have hair. But if you're not a barber, if you have never experienced what we've gone through where hair blows every direction because of the fan, and when you go home, you literally have hair from your forehead all the way down to your neck, all over. Yeah?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I have 5 barbers, even to the point where I didn't have a barber chair. So hey, I don't know if I still have a picture, but we had one of those bilos. You know, those bilos for the crackers?
Yeah.
One of those, close the lid. Yeah, you start there because you're the new barber. Yeah, you make your way up and you can get one of those seats. Then we had 5 barbers. It came to a point we had literally even reserved barbers. So 2 were cut, they get tired, they go outside, have a cigarette, have a little break. The other 2 from outside will come and cut. This is operating from 1. This is 2015, 2015 February. 2015 November, I opened up my second branch. Same year. Opened up my second branch in Tonga. This is the first time there's a second branch.
For a barber.
Yeah, for a barber. 2016, following year, February, couple months away from November, I opened up my 3rd barbershop.
Wow.
Then we have more than 18 boys cutting in the shop. It's like a family. We live in the barbershop, we eat in the barbershop. My mom knows. At the end of the week, I come and just give her a stash of money. I just give it to her, and I said, Mom, you do the finance. Because my mom used to be the accountant for our business family.
Right.
Bro, you see methods that you've never seen before, which is old school. She has a box, and in that box is like Monday to Sunday. And every little Monday, there's part where there's petrol, there's part where there's rent, there's part where there's...
In the box.
In the box. One of those long boxes, a creative box. It's a man-made box. And she's so good with that. She's so good that I said, okay, you take care of that. So my mom makes sure there's a pusabu inside our ice. We get some cassava, peel them, put them in the fridge. That's going to run our whole week. And that's our family right there, man. Pay our electricity, pay our water. We're all good. Pay the church stuff. And then after all, everything else, bro, just goes into the loan. Wow. So a loan that was supposed to be finished in 20 to 25 years, I did it in a year and a half.
That's crazy, bro.
Year and a half with determination and just hard work, bro. Like, and I'm not making this is not any kind of make a bougie story, man. It's realistically reality of what I did, man.
Man, that's real talk.
And bro, real talk. I'm telling you, bro, like that kind of hustle, is so different is because you have a purpose.
Right.
Like I said, man, some people hustle because they want more money. Some people hustle because they want more jewelry, want nice cars, want a nice home. My hustle was mainly to survive. Not only me, but all my family.
Everyone that was dependent
on me. So after that year and a half, bro, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go for a break.
Mm.
My one of my older brothers, my uh, kids that I was talking about that my mom had
Yeah.
raised, called me. Yeah, I went to go see him, and then that's where I was like, okay, I'll take a break, and I'll work there for a year because that's when we had to talk with my wife that it's time to get married.
Ah.
Yeah, it's time to get married, and it was only upon finishing loans. So the agreement was like, okay, let's finish loans. That way we're clear. We
And
can start fresh with our
before
family.
the marriage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh wow. So
yeah, man.
when you left Tongan, how many shops have you had?
At
3?
that time, I lived Tonga. I was doing a lot of things, bro. It wasn't just one shop, bro. It was 3 shops. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 3 shops. I was delivering. It was a thing called uh, what do you call it? You know those big plates that they do for like funerals and stuff here. The catering
trays?
service, the trays.
Mm.
So that was another business. So we get all these different types of luau, boa,
Oh, like
every little
catering.
thing.
You did catering.
Like catering.
Mm.
And then we'll deliver, and then I'll deliver tickets. And then they
Right.
pay me the tickets, and I'll deliver them the food after.
Ah.
So that was me and my mom's business. We did that too as well. So every plate was $50.
Mm.
Here you can't sell that here in Samoa.
Mm.
Like you tell somebody 50, like, oh, you crazy? I can eat so much and be not give that $50, or just one meal at McDonald's.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like delivering that. There was also we had a fishing business to where all the boats will come to us. We measure and we buy the fish that they went and
Yep.
netted or whatever,
They're catching the.
and then we put a markup to that and sell it.
Ah.
So the fishing was in there. I was ordering people's car finally from Japan.
You got into that as
I
well.
got into that,
So-
man. So I had a commission for ordering a car.
right.
Shout out to everybody that paid me $1,000 to order your car, and then making some on the negotiation. So you can negotiate with the supplier
Yeah.
to drop down from like a couple $100 from the CNF
Yeah.
of the cars, and then that money. Remember, if you drop $200, that's $400 Tomopaga. Yeah. So
Converted
that's
to.
converted. So
Man.
you agree on the price, and then the customer sees the price, and it's legit.
Mm.
Then it's your side to go to the supplier and be like, "Come on, yeah,
Try
cut me
to
some
say,
slice,
yeah.
man. Cut me some slice. I've been ordering for you for so long." So, anyways, I make the commission there. I make commission there, and then I promise them that the only thing they do is meet me at the wharf where I pass them the key.
Wow.
So I pass them the key, and people are so overwhelmed that the car's there. And then I'm
They keep-
honest with what I do. They give me a little something after.
That's right.
So I take all of these things that I'm making. I'm telling you, I make all this, and I even did for everybody that's doing visitors visas for New Zealand, Australia, America. Oh, bro,
Oh
I know
man,
that.
bro, did you get into that?
I know that by the back of my hand, man. I understand that so well. Like I know what that is. Even to the fact that I had a little room, and then people will come and I'll do their application because you know how people in Tonga would have to go to Fiji,
Mm.
and then add a little flavor to it. I will pretend to be the counselor, where I ask you the questions, and I'll ask a lot of questions, and I will see
Did
how
the mock
confident.
interview. Huh?
Yeah, just a mock-up
So-
interview would be like, okay, I'll charge you a little $100 for that, on top
Wow.
of the application and yeah, man, it just grew from one to another, and man, being young and no tie, no ends, like
Right. You
like
just-
just yourself. You're just like, man, I can do everything, man.
Wow.
And just bringing all of that, everything that I'm talking about, bringing all of that money, giving it to my mom, and not expecting anything in return.
Mm.
That's the crazy thing.
Wow.
That is the crazy thing about it. And at the time, man, I had my own needs.
Mm.
When it comes down to Friday, I'll ask my mom for 50 tala. She'll give me 50 tala of my spending. Man, I can kid you not, man. If my mom was here, she'll vouch for everything I'm saying, man. I give her everything to her hand. She pays off the loan. She goes and
She's the one that handles all the
she
finances.
pays, yeah, she pays for everything else. But the most important thing for me was at that time, that was the time my mom stopped baking pie.
Mm.
I can kid you not, that's the time that she rest in peace with the baking the pies. Like just put it to the side. Because, man, that has become one of our family's upbringing. For those that were my siblings that was getting school fees, our day-to-day living, bro, was her pies.
Wow.
Bro, her pie was so good, man. Pie, it's so healthy too. Paesi.
Paesi.
Paesi. And like, man, if you see what I've seen from the time that I grew up living with my parents, seeing the struggle that they're going through, you would not hesitate to walk in fire for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So every time I go kafal, I'll come back in the morning, it's about 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. I come here, my mom's like sitting right there, almost being burnt by the oven, just knocked out, waiting for her pies to be cooked. Tell me, man, that you would not have the heart nor, nor the love to do something, to do something, to be something, to make something, to create something so that, this poor, not poor, but like this lovely woman that's there, that's your mother,
I get it.
take her out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, some people, they look at me that's like, oh, this guy's lucky. Like they look at me that's like, oh, so come on, Lord, that's lucky. And just on the records, a lot of people think it's because, my king is family. They raised up really well.
Yeah.
Had good finance, raised up really well. My story shocks her every time in tears because she's never seen that side of life. She has been fortunate enough where she eats cereal every morning and see all the good things that she wants.
Right.
In comparison to my stories and everything, and she's just always shocked all the time. And with that being said, it's like, I'm hearing Samoan, I'm starting to hear people say they don't know that I hear them, and then I understand Samoan, and it's like, yeah, just for the record, man, I am Tongan, I am Samoan, I am Fijian, I am Ubean Putu. Bro, I am literally the Avakasi of the Pacific. Other people can be like Avakasi everywhere, but this is the Avakasi of the Pacific right here, sitting, and everything that I do now, or what I'm doing now, did not just come by luck. It was by God at first, and His grace, mercy, love, and just blessing, man. And that stuck with me. I remember my first verse going to the Christian school as I was raised up in. Matthew 6:33, brother. Seek Him first in His righteousness, and He will give you.
Amen. Yeah.
He will give you, brother. He is the God of blessing, the God of love, and there's nothing that He cannot provide. And sometimes you might be waiting for a long time. It's because probably you're asking for the wrong thing.
That's right.
Some people, I tell people, a lot of times I tell my employees, sometimes God does not hear what you want is because you're not being specific. If you're telling God all the time that you want a car, God's like, what car? Right. What color? Well, is it a petrol, diesel? Well, what is it? Be specific. And that's, in detail where you can go to and you pray.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, and that foundation too, I'm so fortunate enough to grow up into the family where I'm telling you, my father, you skip church, you will have a drama. There will be a dramatic day where you get a beating, a discipline, and no matter what you do, you clean his car, you clean the house, you make everything sure everything is spotless, that's still not enough. Because nothing can take away the fact that you miss church.
Right.
So, man,
that's how important that upbringing is.
That upbringing, bro.
Yeah, man. No, I think that's why part of the reasons why I wanted you to tell your story is because sometimes some people think that people just get rich overnight or they become successful overnight. But no one sees the struggle. No one sees the challenges. And just like your story, it took years until you made your first month, your first pa'anga or ta'ala, and consistency as well. Yeah. Some people will open up a shop, maka 1 week, 2 week,
close,
kapung,
open, close.
But if we also see how the Chinese operate here, 6 a.m. open,
yeah,
10 p.m. close,
yeah,
and they're always on time. But that consistency that you talk about, and then moving here, I just wanted to go back to what you said about being able to provide the opportunity for others. Bro, how many employees have you got for Samoa?
Man, we're at 20 plus.
Because you started from one shop. Yeah. I think it was just you.
It's just me. At the very beginning, I had another associate up on board. Um, uh, uh, then he jumped off board. And then I had another brother who's in New Zealand right now. That's the guy that carried most of the weight together with me at the shop. I already knew from starting shops in Tonga, there is nothing that you can do alone. Together, bro, you can, like that saying goes, man, if you want to go fast, go alone.
Yeah.
If you want to go far, go
Yeah,
together. And it depends on how well do you plan and how wide is your view of the future of what you're going to do. I know we don't know the tomorrow, but how well is your planning?
Yeah.
Like how are you planning and what is your big plan for the things that you're doing right now?
That's true.
Are you just planning for tomorrow? Are you just getting a profit to eat now? Are you just going to pay? Or are you adding up something because you have something bigger in store?
Yeah.
That you can probably leave something back for your kids, your family.
That's true.
So starting off back in one employee, man, it's a very humble beginning. And I have this huge love for the ones that gulay the apahingus,
The street vendors.
street vendors, man, I have much love it. They know me. Every time I come somewhere, I can vouch it. They already call out TokoUso. And they know that, I'm going to pass out some money.
Yeah.
Whatever I have, loose change or what, I give it to them. And I make sure that I take care of them all the time without taking something in replace. Whatever they're selling, I don't take it, I just give. It's because I never forget how I started, man. Nobody knew who we are. We had the worst location ever. Like I would say worse because that area was a dead area. And people would just come to eat and leave. Like seeing a barbershop back there was like, but then what carried us through was the amount of effort and dedication that we put into marketing what it was. And I'm talking about not money. We didn't have money. I would do is I print these brochures where I get my cuts and I put them on them.
Yeah.
And then it will say there, try a haircut. If you don't like it, it's for free. And then I had these boys or these kids and I'll pass it out to them and I'll tell them, if a customer comes back and this is the one that I signed that your name was on it, you come at the end of the week and I'll give you $5.
Wow.
So these kids will go collate their stuff at the same time. It's like, you're
passing out your flyers,
yeah, they're passing out my flyers and my brochures, bro. And to the point where I'm telling my boys right now, bro, if you think that you're just gonna go on a boat out to the sea to go fishing without no fishing rod or no bait, and you think that a fish is just gonna hop into your boat, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, man. If you're not willing to put out the work, don't blame anybody else but yourself. How dedicated or how determined are you to hustle? Bro, I did not know Samoan. I did not know anybody, which I think was a benefit to me. So I didn't care what they were saying about me. I would walk into the market with these brochures. I would ask bus drivers, please, can you put this on your bus? These people that are hanging out, I was like, and I just pass it to them. And I was like,
it was new.
Manai restaurant? No, I would think because Manai restaurant was very popular with, I would say the middle class.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that much, we
don't really have the.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
You get what I mean? Yeah. So like those people, okay, they're set.
Yeah.
But trying to go, I would say to the 80%, the 20% people, they know these type of businesses, cafes, blah, blah, blah. With the 80%, but they have no idea. It's like Manai restaurant. You see, big sign, Manai restaurant. Hey, bro, like it's crazy. And it just like, okay. Then the beauty of it all is when you start to see them find their way. And get this kid, my little shop, again, a new story, man. With the one I came to Samoa. Remember, I just stopped traveling. And then everything I travel with goes into like whatever the father love of the family is.
Right.
So I'm done. I have nothing. Again, my dear brother was in Australia at the time, fundraising for the church. I asked him, I said, bro, I'm down again. If you can help me. This is 2 times. It doesn't happen by coincidence, man. Wow. This is all love and God's,
it's God's provision.
Provision over everything. And he sends over another $1,000, man. $1,500 or $1,800. I'm not sure. We put that money into opening up Manai.
Wow.
I negotiated with the couples at my night, Adele
Yeah.
and
Oh, nice.
Kyle. Man, appreciate, man, those parents have been very,
Yeah.
very
Shout out to
lenient. Yeah.
Adele.
Shout out to Adele, our spiritual mother there, and Kyle always being straightforward.
Yeah.
And man, love the
Lovely
yeah,
people. Huh?
lovely couple, man. And they allowed me to stay consistent with the rent until I moved out.
Wow.
And there were so many times when people were saying, "Move out. It's slow here. It's hard to find you guys. Come to somewhere in town." But with me, I'm loyal, bro.
Yeah.
If you scratch my back or if you put a blanket over me, I'm telling you, bro, I will get you back. And if I didn't know about it, if I do find out, I'll still come and find out the way to give back. And man, they really helped me out, man.
Wow.
They really helped me out. They gave me this consistent rent that I stayed with, and they allowed me to do whatever I wanted to do. I added the aircon.
Yeah.
Shout out to my sisters in the US who provided that aircon. My brother for the 1,000+ that he gave me that allowed me to do the small renovations inside the shop. And then to my boys in Tonga who shipped over with my parents the barber chairs that I had in one of my shops, shipped it from Tonga.
So just
Arrived here just in time for the opening day.
Surely.
Put in 3 chairs in there, the salon chairs, and I started.
Yeah.
And bro, like the amount of work that we put into there,
Yeah.
bro, is
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That was, I came to the Manai shop. I think I found out later that you were here and you were staying here now at the time. So when I came over here, that's where I had my first haircut. And you know, a funny story. Ever since I found out about your barbershop, you've been my barber. Hey,
Yeah.
So, and then you hooked me up with a shout out to those Owen and always but that's how I knew that I don't know you were cooking something else here, bro.
Yeah.
And that's always part of the journey. Once like the innovation, like you do something really well.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a time to move on. To do other things out.
I have this huge saying. Excuse me. I have this huge saying, and it's a huge belief in me. And I said this to the fellow barbers and friends that I do have. And I believe this is my quote. I don't think I've seen it. I've never read it anywhere. And correct me if you're watching this and this is your quote, but I believe this is my quote. This is what I have come to found over the years that I've cut. That this is the quote. It goes like this. I'm going to cut until I die, but I'm not going to die cutting. Yeah?
That's deep, bro.
Yeah, which it is what it is if you can read between the fine lines. I'm passionate to be a barber. If I'm 80 years old and I can still lift up the scissors and clippers and I can cut one of my nephews or cut one of my friends and I can still cut them, I can still cut them because I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to stand behind the chair and cut, uncut, and be 80 years old and still relying on that dollar that you give me until I die. And I had to make the move. And to be honest, it was really hard because, like they say, man, there's these small businesses that everybody's easy to access, like the barbershop, like what I'm doing. It's very easy because, we're programmed that way. Once we see somebody doing, we can do it too.
Yeah.
It's easy to adapt to it. So there's a lot of small businesses, but there are big businesses that people don't willing to try. Yeah. But the question is, to me, I've always asked myself, how am I going to get to that big plan that I want to get to? It's definitely not by just, I don't come from money. I don't know who has money that I can actually take and use and be partnership to get to that. So what I do is I open up these small branches. And then I make sure the boys are trained. Everything that I can do possible for the boys. Every Tuesday we have Whaingaloko. It's a must. And I love the fact that what we started in 2018, Whaingaloko, has made its way to the shores of other buildings, of other shops. And I'm starting to see on social media, shout out to all the businesses that are doing Whaingalokos. Yeah, man. And putting it on social media. And a lot of things that we're doing that I can see other shops are taking. And I love that. Yeah. I love that. Other people will be like, that's the wrong mindset, man. The right mentality is this. Don't gatekeep anything. Learn to teach. Learn to pass it
share.
on. Yeah, that's the only way to go about, and
Yeah.
that's the only way to grow. You know.
Yeah.
And with that being said, like, yeah, man, I realized that, and it was hard because, man, I was one of the busiest barbers in the whole of Samoa, just as I was in Tonga.
Yeah.
I had clientele that I literally had to be there. I could never leave my family, even on Saturdays when my kids are like, Daddy, we want to go spend some time. I was like, sorry, I got a coolie appointments. So that hit me. It just hit me all the time. It's like, I always have to be on the clock. I always have to be on the clock. But there's this two things I read online that really got my attention. The first one was the question, is your business really a business? And the first thing that was asked is, a business is a business if you're not there permanently and it can still run without you being there. That's the first thing. If it's not that, it's not a business. If your time is still the one that's fully invested in there and you're still stuck in there, that's not a business because you cannot leave anywhere. Yes, you can probably temporarily leave somewhere, but you always have to come back because you don't have the systems or the training or the delegation of work to others that they can carry it on, that can allow you to be not present in the business, And then the second one, which I'm still learning right now to overcome and to help, is the question is, a business is a business if your business can grow without you being there.
Right.
So my business can operate without me being there. The boys, they run it, man. Shout out to every manager of TokoUso Barber Shop that looks after the shop.
Well done, boys.
Man, well done. Hats off to you guys.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, just to put it on the record here, they probably think that, I get it, lila allowed, or the moha, they get it for ilana kupe, kind of finite boys. There's a reason why the boys has been with me since 2018 all the way till now. And the only reason they will leave overseas, which I allow them, and I already tell them, you can ask anybody. I've never stopped anyone that's told me they want to go on Albiki. Because I understand the opportunity and the support, And see, right now, we had one barber already leave. We have another barber leaving on Sunday. We have a barber leaving at the end of this month. And we have another barber leaving next year. That's already on top of 3 other barbers that are already in Australia. So yes, does it affect the business? It does. But I'm not going to be there and be like, oh yeah, I trained them. They're going. No, because you know why? I've done it so long that I understand and I can train it. So any barber that comes into my shop and want to work for TokoUso, give that person 3 months and he'll just be like everybody else.
Wow.
Because I've already come to an understanding where I don't gatekeep anything. I teach the best of the best, and then they teach the best of the best. So what happens is, you'll see this. If you go to Makauku, you see a senior barber, which is Owen, and then you see another senior barber, the longest barber I've ever had. Is Kamada or no, Jerry is the longest, so the second longest is Lingy. Lingy is right there. Yeah? Owen, a senior, Lingy right beside him, and the new barber is right in the middle. That has been what I've taught over the years. And any new barbers that come, because they're skillful, they just need some little twitches here and there, turns and twists, and bro, in 3 months, they know what to do. They know how to talk to customers. They know what kind of haircut to give. They find confident because they're standing next to confident. They're standing next to experience. So that stopped me from training because I used to come and train, but I do every Tuesday the best ability that I can to talk to the boys. So for everybody that's there that think that I don't make time, trust me. It's the boys' personal decision to still go against my will to do what I tell them not to do.
Yeah.
Bro, you can ask my boys, man. I am 100% every time emphasizing I don't like loud music. If you guys can turn down the music and play some, if you see the crowd is youthful crowd, you can play some youthful stuff. If you see the crowd is a bunch of oldie people, change it to the classic old music. Oldies back days. There's an environment for everything. At the same time, if you know you're a person that smoke, I already emphasize I don't stop them smoking, but I tell them you should have a bottle of water outside with some soap. Wash your hands. Also, that you should be having a perfume or cologne, and at the same time have some gum to get the smell out. Because what you don't know is the non-smokers, when you walk in, bro, you're killing the mood, man.
Yeah.
You're killing the buzz, and that could be a mother waiting for their child. But unfortunately, I tell you this, man. It's like that saying that goes, take the horse to the water. If it doesn't want to drink, it'll never
You would
drink.
drink.
And I'm not saying that the boys are bad. But sometimes because the upbringing is just used to that,
Yeah.
it's so hard to change. Like, for
It's hard to
example,
break it.
I literally have to come into the shop. I haven't come. I haven't done it lately, but I'm coming into the shop next week, and the boys know it. I come with toe and nail clippers, because what they man, one thing that I'm confused about, bro. I don't know where they got it from, but I'm telling you, there are men in the Pacific that really loves growing their nails,
Yeah.
bro. Like, man, I know I'm gonna get hated on
It's
this.
but dirty.
I'm gonna get fired on this one, but you know what? I'm just gonna speak about men. Us men, there's a reason why we're called men. These hands in our hands are meant to provide. We are the hustle. We are the hard backbone of the family that we go out there and grind. We provide, protect. That's our responsibility, man. That's our main responsibility, is to make sure that we provide shelter for our family and make sure that they're safe, and then we provide them with food and also make sure that they go to church.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then with that being said, I have to literally go down to the point where I'm like, okay, show me your nails. Oh, they'll have to come in queue and show me their nails. And then they have to stand in front of me, give them the nail cutter and cut their nails in front of me. And I'm like, why do I still have to do this? It's been almost 9 years of me emphasizing on the same thing over and over and over. But if they choose to do so, it's hard. And I try to always make time to improve on that. Things like making sure the shop smells nice.
Yeah.
Man, it has to have some kind of sense where people come in and it smells nice.
Yeah.
Because we're men, like some men like to wear old socks. Some men like to wear shoes that they also go
really
trade with.
Those small things.
The small things, but they matter, bro. They really matter.
Yeah.
And, I don't stop saying it. I keep telling them, one day there's going to be a change. You might be tired of me saying the same thing over and over, but I'll keep reminding you. Because even though it might be something you weren't taught when you were young, but as you're taught right now, and I'm a brother, because if I had walked and I saw a hole, and then I fell in that hole before. Yeah. Now that I know that the hole is there, I'm trying to tell you to move. To go left or go right. Don't go straight. But some of them just love to go dive head in.
That's the crazy thing. Some people that we run into, like, it's really hard to break old habits. But talking about that, like, what would you advise anyone that wants to start a business, but it's got that fear? Because
that fear?
I've been through that, coming out of something that I'm so comfortable with.
Yeah.
And then for my when I left work, this was April 2019. I didn't get my first gig until October.
Wow.
So for that 6 months,
you was wondering
I was
where
crazy.
That was crazy.
I was just taking the kids to school,
dropping
off my wife to work, picking her up. Like, it's out of the norm, huh?
Yeah.
But until I got that first gig, and I started I was like, oh, no, I can actually do this. But it took time. It took time for me to, So, what's your advice to men?
See, my advice is make mistakes and continue to make mistakes, and it's never a straight road to where you're going. There's ups, there's downs, there's
the fear of failure,
but one thing you have to understand: if you are already failing in the situation that you're in, how much more can you fail? Like, for example, I was in a situation where I was paying $35 and then I was doing so many multitasking.
Right.
I'm already failing. So how much more can I fail if I stand?
Right.
If I go out, how much more can I fail if I go out and leap of faith and take action on something that I'm passionate about? Failure is one of the steps to learning, and definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they fail and they go back. Yeah. Others, which I like to be in part of that. Others.
Yeah.
I failed so many times, but I took the failure as a learning point, and I'm like, okay, this is why I failed. I'm gonna just correct that small thing, and then be able to move forward. But with it all, you have to, man, be aggressive in taking action. If you just do that, Learn not to procrastinate.
Yeah.
Learn not to be indecisive. You know what indecisive look like? It look like a woman that wears 4 dresses in the morning before she finds the one that's the
The right
one.
one.
Do you know how much time that takes?
Oh.
Bro, you know
No,
how much
man.
I'm not trying to down the woman, but I'm just saying.
Nah.
I think that's why it's much more clear in the sense of men being able to lead, which is I don't have anything with women leading.
Yeah, of course.
Like yeah, like it's totally fine. But I'm saying it's because sometimes we look at the wall and they ask us, "What are you looking at?" Nothing. But in reality, they're like, "You're looking at something."
Yeah.
In our mind at the time, it's just calm and it's blank and it's nothing. So don't overthink things.
Yeah.
Don't procrastinate on it. Don't sit on it. If your mom, you can know you're a procrastinator if your mom has to tell you to mow the vow more than 10 times, man. More than one time. If you just try to do this exercise and it's getting popular on the internet, just say to yourself, do it now. Do it now. You will be surprised where you're going to go from point A to Z. You'll jump letters, man, because you're at the point where you're like unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I want to set a goal, set a target. I want to make $200 by the end of Saturday. How are you going to make it set a goal?
Right.
I encourage you, wake up in the morning, do some sort of exercise, get your blood flowing. After you get your blood flowing, go and take a cold shower, come and sit down. Once you sit down, try to like just take everything in your mind and throw it on a piece of paper. Just go hard out, brainstorm about what you want to do, how to make that $200. Once you straight brainstorm on that, just pin down, I would say 5 to 10 things. But realistically, I'll do 5. 5 things. You pin that down. That's the most important thing that you want to tackle today to ensure that at the end of the week, you have $200.
Right.
And if you just go out that day and just tackle that 5 things and make sure that it is completed, I am telling you that $200 is going to be more. There's going to be more than $200 at the end of the week. Why? Not only that you come home and you feel accomplished. Yes, I got it all done. And now you're more purposed. You're more disciplined. You see what you wrote down. You come home rather than just going kafao, doing nothing, sitting around talking gossip, doing God knows what. But then like now you know what to do. You know what it is to take, the actions to take, and then you take it and you just tell yourself, do it now, do it now. Don't procrastinate. Don't be indecisive. Should I be blue? Just pick one color. Move forward.
Just stop.
Just stop. And this is what I would say. This is one saying that goes like this. I don't know who's saying this, but I love it because I'm really bad with names, but I'm really good remembering things that can remind me of something. Right. Yes. So the saying goes like this: aggressively just starting something incomplete is far more better than starting something too late that is complete. Wow. If that kind of makes sense. Yeah. So if you take an incomplete plan and you aggressively like just non-stop take it to action, start it right away, it is far more better than a well planned that's done too late. Why? The person that starts now has more advantage than the person that's waiting to be perfected.
That's right.
Yeah. And I can give you a very clear example of that. And this is just for the records. I had this idea that to be a videographer, yes, you need top quality, but that's over time. To be creating reels, yes, you need the tools and equipments, but that's over time. But my idea of what it was whatever you have, just use that. And that can start something for you to generate something so you can go deeper into buying the things that you need. And my family was like, nah, that's not gonna work. And yeah, a few will say that to me right in my face. And I'm a big lover of those things. I love when people tell me it's not gonna work. Hey.
Yeah. That's important too. Like being able to listen to people that you should listen to, and then just drowning out whoever's not.
Oh man, you know that saying that goes, tell a big idea to a small-minded person. Yeah. Oh bro, you tell them, and if you get discouraged by that, you're not ready to entrepreneur. Or Maybe you are, but you're just surrounding yourself in the wrong circle, man.
Man.
Like if you think about it, you know that saying that one, a lot of people are saying now, tell me who your friends are, and I can tell you what your future will look like.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so true because if you have 4 or 5 friends, you're gonna be the fifth one. You're gonna be sitting right there. You know, like you will end up being awesome. But let's say, for example, you know nothing about construction, but you have 4 friends that are hardcore into construction. They're successful, and you sit around them long enough. Suddenly, you'll be running your own construction company, and that's how important your network is. Like with me, bro, I've lost a lot of friends along the way.
Yeah.
I really have good number of friends, and it's just how I prefer it to be.
Yeah.
I'm not, man. I love to have friends. I love to meet with people. I love to talk with people. I love to motivate people. I love to find people that motivates me.
Yeah.
Especially, I like to sit with people who are smarter than me, people that have more experience. Bro, I'm that person that I would open my ears and I'll just listen and take it all in. And you have no idea that at the next day, I'm going to be taking action and executing everything you told me to do. And I'm that type of person. I'll take your advice. I will make it my own. I'll put my own twist into it, and I'll start right away.
Right there.
Start right away. That's the key.
Yeah.
Tell yourself you can do it. You can.
Yeah,
and a lot of people, unfortunately, just sit around the wrong people. You know, like I remember watching this one famous guy on TikTok. It's a Maori guy, black guy. I don't know his name. Again, don't judge me. I'm really bad with names. But I wish I could quote his name. He said, "Man, a lot of my broke friends got mad when I had to say goodbye to them."
Yeah.
Man, you know, it's hard.
It's hard.
But like you gotta wrap yourself around it. And sometimes you just have to be by yourself. With me, I'm really comfortable being by myself. You know, some people, they like distraction. The minute they see, you see it in youth now, the minute they see, they can't even sit alone for 10 minutes without putting an earphone on or putting something onto it. Bang, 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 loud music. Talk about rap. Talk about killing. Talk about all these nonsense that will just get their mind just confused, lost, and they're right there and they just listen to it. And then, what good is that? For me, I love, taking long showers or sitting somewhere randomly and be like, maybe I'll try that. Or maybe I can incorporate that. I love, you can start to see how comfortable you are with yourself, that you can able to talk to yourself, not trying to say that you're crazy, but I'm like, talk to yourself and you understand yourself more. Because imagine this. A lot of people haven't found who they are. Isn't that crazy? Like they're sitting there and they don't know that they're the next billionaire,
right?
Or they're the next prime minister, but they don't know that because they're sitting around the wrong crowd.
That's true.
And because they like noise, unnecessary noise,
the attention,
and they don't know that if they just calm out, discipline themselves, look at them. What is their weakness? What are they passionate about? What do I love? Okay, like for example, one of the things and advice is to go back to what you asked. My advice would be, if you're a person that don't have money, it has been proven true because I've done this multiple times. And I'm not saying that I have money. I'm not saying that I'm successful or I'm already where I want to be. No, I'm still in the progress of building that. But at the same time, I know these small steps that will help.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you're a person that don't have money, where is your passion? Where is your passion? Your passion, I'm talking about, if you had to do it for free, you'd be willing to do it. Let's say, for example, your passion is in photography.
Yeah.
If I was you, I'll write an email. I'll write to all the best photographers in Samoa, offering yourself for free, telling that you'll do photography for free as long as you can tag along. You do it long enough, you'll create a skill set of your own, and then they'll start paying you because you see your progress. But in the long run, they'll pay you more enough that you're able to save enough money. You can start branching out to do your own. And if the person that's leading the photography is a good-hearted person, they will be like, okay, I support that. I'll give you your own gigs. You shoot it. We can make some arrangements.
Like
we can do percentage or whatever that actually sees you and wants you to grow. Bro, in no time, you will be one of the professional photographers of Samoa. You started with no money, but you had a passion. So find what it is. If you're a person that you're good with engineering, but you don't have money, go find the top engineers. Just offer your service for free.
Just tag along and
Tag along long
Yeah.
enough, bro. They will teach you the cores and everything that will take you years in school to go get. In that small amount of time, boom, bang, you already understand it. You got it. You've already taught me. How do I know this? I'm going to go into the very close story. Before I even became an IT, before I even learned about going to the Prime Minister's office, I was already equipped with all these knowledge because there was down the road, there was an IT company. It's called Island Technology. Shout out to Maliu. Thank you for taking me in. I saw them driving their IT cars. I saw them carrying computers and laptops. And I was like, man, I like that. I think that's where the future is going to be. I need to learn that. I just walk up to Maliu. I said, Maliu, I have no experience. I'm a nobody. I have no knowledge of computing. But I'm here and I'm at your service. Please take me in any kind of way. I don't want to get paid. I'll do the hours. I'll do the 8 hours and I'll do school after hours. That's the time when I was taking diploma. Yeah. Bro, he took me in. So from 9 to 5, because I had classes like at 6 onwards at nighttime, he'd take me in. I would ride around with the boys. I would fix computer with the boys in the back. I will work on network. I will work on servers. Bro, everything there is, I am working on that. But this is a person that didn't know anything of it.
Wow.
But because I gave my time for free, bro, now I don't have to go see a technician when my laptop break, you know? And a matter of fact, it helped me out. When I went into the Prime Minister's office, I didn't sound new. I already knew what to do. So it equipped me. It actually helped me, you know?
Yeah.
So that is my top, I would say, advice for someone that is starting up new, that is afraid, maybe because you don't have the money and you fear failing. How more can you fail than the situation that you're already in? Get up, find the profession, wherever it is, offer your service for free. And when you go in there, be the best version of you that you can be. And once you do that, I'm telling you, managers or those that are the ones owning the business, they will see your grind, and they will help you, and then you will be able to help yourself. Yeah,
appreciate that, bro. That's crazy advice.
Yeah, man.
I hope everyone that's listening be able to pick up on that. I think we'll wrap up. I'm gonna bring you back for another session, but I know Lom and the girls are waiting. So, yeah, I just want to thank you for making the time to share with us. No, this is what the cloud is all about. Just real talk with real people, sharing about their real faith. And the glory to God. You're doing great things in Samoa. Taking TokoUso to another level. And we just want to say thank you for sharing. And these are golden nuggets that you don't find in school. So I appreciate that. So just give you the chance to maybe shout out to your team as well, and then well, thanks for being on the
I appreciate
podcast,
it.
bro.
I'm 100% honored to be here. As a lot of people know that you've met me, you ask me if I'm the owner of TokoUso Barber Shop. I always say no. I'm just a worker. I like to always keep on the low, but there's times where the information that you have is well needed, and that shouldn't be gateguarded. I mean, gatekeep, whatever it is, you should be passing it down.
Right.
And so, if anything I've said tonight that could help you, I know that me and the brother Mose here has done our part. If you need any advice, or you're that person that you're passionate about barbering, that you really want to learn barbering and stuff, stop by the TokoUso Barber Shop. We can figure something out. To everybody that's starting off something and you're still afraid, don't worry, you're not alone. Yeah, we've been through that, we've done that, and we're telling you now you can do it. You just got to take the leap of faith.
Absolutely, yeah.
And just closing it down with my favorite verse, I say it in Tongan. Koso vai tolu verse wa tolu. Ilonga mete ke fight. Ngawe fi ngawe kiai. Ego ngawe ma eki o ikai makakai, which simply means Colossians 3 verse 23. Whatever you do, remember, you're not doing it for the sake of people.
Amen.
Or for the eyes of people, or what people's opinion is. You're doing it because you have a God that's greater, and He's watching, He's guiding, and He's protecting. He's got you. So whatever you do, put your trust in it. A lot of prayers, and till the next session come. Much love and alofa to everybody that's viewing.
Thank you very much, Nu. Guys, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, comment below just if you have any comments for our podcast. But we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. So far, so far.